Morning, welcome everybody to LDA group number 4, our project presentation. As you can see, it's entitled Forward Janesville Small Business Survey and Brainstorming Session. And as you can see, there are 3 of us. We don't have any special mascots. Forward Janesville mascot buddy was tied up this morning, so it is the 3 of us. Introductions. I'd like to introduce Maureen Birchfield. Maureen currently works at the Hedberg Public Library. She's also the owner of Bead Reflexology, and she is a Forward Janesville member. Also, we have Rebecca Hausman, who is currently the city clerk for the city of Beloit. So, as our title mentioned, we focused our project on Forward Janesville and small businesses who make up Forward Janesville. Many of you in here may be familiar with Forward Janesville. You may be members of Forward Janesville. Forward Janesville is a nonprofit organization which started actually 20 years ago, back in 1991. Currently, there are just under 500 members comprised of Forward Janesville. And the mission of Forward Janesville is to lead private sector economic and communication development efforts to ensure the continued health and prosperity of business and industry in Janesville. There are 3 main sectors, if you will, to Forward Janesville. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about each of those sectors and then share with you a little bit more about what we chose to focus on. So first, there is economic diversity. Coming from the vision statement from Forward Janesville, it states Janesville will have a well-balanced economy with a steady growth of family supporting jobs in non-automotive sectors. Janesville will be the home of a wide range of industrial, medical, professional, commercial and hospitality related businesses of all sizes. A positive business climate will support the creation of entrepreneurial ventures, as well as the development of regional, national, and international businesses. Some of the different examples that really make up the economic development focus on a variety of initiatives and different ways that people within Forward Janesville can get involved. There is the Experienced Business Advisors Board, engineering education initiatives, there is the Rock County 5.0, downtown revitalization, regional development initiatives, among others. A second sector of Forward Janesville is government relations. Here again, the vision indicates that Forward Janesville will actively represent the interests of business community before city, county, state, and federal governments. The public and private sectors will work together to create a positive economic climate that encourages the retention, growth, and prosperity of local businesses. Local government spending will be kept at a level that provides a balance between essential services, public infrastructure, improvements, and taxes. Business leaders will run for public office and serve on local boards and commissions. Here, Forward Janesville, I think, does a good job encouraging those business members, whether they're small or large, to really get involved and support and run for different offices within, here again, the county. Focusing on the third section, or the third sector, excuse me, of Forward Janesville is member services, and this is actually where we focused our project around. And I'll read the vision statement. And actually, let me back up a second and share with you a few of the different activities that are involved with the government relations. There's a variety of advocacy issues, such as federal, state, and local. There's ActionNet. There's also government information resources available for members. Regional coalitions, and Campaign Management Institute. As I mentioned, the third sector, which we focused on, is member services, and the vision focuses on retention and expansion of employers. Janesville's employers will have the economic advantages necessary to ensure they remain and expand in the Janesville area, including well-developed transportation systems and infrastructure, excellent education and training resources, and aggressive workforce development programs. The public and private sectors will work together to ensure that employers' needs are satisfied. Employers will actively participate in the regular exchange of ideas and resources, working cooperatively to solve common challenges and strengthen the Janesville area business climate. some of the things that are involved with this may be somewhat familiar to many of you. Some of you may have attended or participated in some of these, such as different seminars and workshops. There are some networking opportunities such as Nothing But Net, Business After 5, there's a Small Business Council, Business and Marketing Expo, along with some annual awards banquets, golf outings, and dinners. So the purpose of our project, the Group 4 Community Project, is to provide a platform or a voice for small businesses. And when we talk about small businesses, our group was specifically looking at companies that had 20 or fewer employees. So as defined by Forward Janesville, small business is typically 50 or fewer, so we wanted to focus on a little bit smaller group for our project. And we really wanted to, again, provide a voice or a platform for small businesses to share their experience within Forward Janesville, their likes, their dislikes, suggestions, recommendations that they may have for improvements, or again, maybe what they really enjoy or find very beneficial from Forward Janesville. By sharing the information that we captured with Forward Janesville, we hope to promote healthy collaboration between the members as well as the organization to help maintain or sustain the membership retention rates, which currently are at about an 80% annual retention rate. So as mentioned up here, I think I've covered just about everything on here. The two main parts to our project, we focused on a survey, and Rebecca will go ahead and share some of the details that we obtained within our survey and who it was distributed to. And then the second part of our project, we held a brainstorming session with small business members. So Maureen then will go ahead and share with you the information that we found from that.
Okay, so we developed a survey that was reviewed and approved by Forward Janesville and distributed the survey via email to 280 Forward Janesville member businesses meeting our criteria 2 separate times, and then we personally emailed those business owners who we knew. We also distributed surveys at a Business Networking International meeting and at the Business After 5 event on April 28th. We received 53 responses for a response rate of 19%. Surveys were returned to us via fax, email, mail, or in person, and there were members and non-members who returned the surveys. Okay, the first few questions on our survey were just general business organizational questions to try and get a feel for where the businesses were located, the contact people, number of employees, years in business, and the product or service. The 7th question was if you were a member of Forward Janesville. We asked this to because there were members and non-members. 79% of the respondents said that they are members, and then we asked if not, why not? And those were some of the reasons that people gave for not being members. Okay, the next question we asked was how important is providing health insurance for your employees? It's pretty even, with the majority at 34% saying that it is indeed important. The next question we asked was which functional areas of your business do you receive or pay for help from outside professionals? Taxes and IT or website areas were the highest, at 72% saying yes for taxes and 62% saying yes for IT and website services. And then accounting and legal services were tied with 60% saying yes. And then we asked which functional areas of your business do you need assistance? And it looks, I mean, none of these were over 50%, which tells us that people are self-sufficient, or they're already have recognized what their needs are and they're obtaining those through hired assistance or through other means. It looked like marketing and advertising were the highest in that group. The next question was, how often do you need additional office space or meeting rooms? And it looks like about 58% said almost never or never. So this, this probably isn't something that is a need out there for a lot of people. And we asked, how often do you participate in networking opportunities? And an overwhelming 66% said that they do often. And we recognize that the data is probably slightly skewed because we received probably about 25 surveys at the Business After 5 event, which is a networking event. So those people like to network. Okay, and then we asked a couple open-ended questions. The first being, what's your biggest challenge as a small business owner in the area? And as you can see, marketing, time management, HR responsibilities, keeping up with online advertising and marketing, health insurance, meeting rooms, finding well-qualified employees, pricing options, bringing in new businesses were the answers there. And the next was, what areas might you be able to assist other local businesses? And we have some of the same things on here, including advertising or marketing, leveraging resources, building community partnerships, tax regulation information or seminars, staffing needs, affordable legal services, customer relations, etc. So in our survey conclusions, we identified that businesses may be interested in sharing or trading services with each other, and we suggest that possibly Forward Janesville could add a section to their website or create some sort of a Craigslist for members to share or exchange services with each other. And then another suggestion would be to offer assistance with taxes or IT, web services or legal services, much like the health insurance that they provide, with using the membership to provide those services. And Maureen's going to talk about our brainstorming session.
All right. Our brainstorming session was March 31st of this year, and we facilitated it with several members from the administration of Forward Janesville and local small business. So there was about 11 that attended. We had an informal discussion about the member services and what was provided and what was needed. We basically asked two questions during the brainstorming session. The first one was, what do you like about Forward Janesville? Yes, thank you. I don't walk and chew gum at the same time either. The first thing that was quite overwhelming was the networking. They really appreciated the network opportunities. And of course, those again are the Business After 5, Nothing But Net. The Business Expo was discussed a bit, and there's various luncheons and dinners that are also part of it, that there's always networking within those. Also that was appreciated was the health insurance and the Goodwill Ambassador program. The next question was, what suggestions do you have for additional member services? Since that was kind of our focus, professional development opportunities, more targeted networking, grant writing assistance, several people talked about that, stronger partnerships with the colleges and universities, and a possible internship program, which we thought was kind of interesting. Then also it was suggested that maybe Forward Janesville could put together some sort of app that they could look and see who are our members. And apparently, I will say that Forward Janesville is already kind of looking at that. So that was something that was suggested, and here they are already looking at that aspect of it. Some lunch and learn seminars that would connect business people with the community and each other, and creating business partnerships or trading services. That also came out in this again. Suggestions for the future. The results of the survey, again, you know, because of who answered and that there's the response rate. Yeah. But we still think we got a fairly good feel for what was going on. But they want let's try this again. Continue the small business brainstorming sessions. At the brainstorming session, they thought that was really a good idea, is to continue those maybe on a monthly or even quarterly basis. Because this group of 20 employees or less really does have some unique needs. To create an open forum on the website that allows members to trade services, and kind of, again, like the Craigslist. And apparently they're working on something like that also, I think I understand, and offer professional development opportunities. Also to encourage small business owners and employees to participate in the Leadership Development Academy through possibly scholarships, a scholarship program. Providing informational binders. This was something that came out that not always did they feel real connected and understanding what was available and how to best use what was there available for their membership, and that maybe a hard copy for some people would be a better way to go. To focus on communication with new members, to increase retention rates, to revamp the ambassador program. The ambassador program was appreciated, but there were some people that didn't even know that the ambassadors were also there for the membership to answer questions, to things like that. And so maybe there needs to be some better communication there. And to facilitate seminars like Lunch and Learns and programming for members by members. So any questions? We have a nice binder with all the info and the data to present to Jenny, so she has all of this. And we'll take questions now.